Now, the traveling and leisure industry is one of the industries that obviously during the pandemic back in 2020, it was heavily impacted because people were restricted from traveling from country to country. Even in South Africa here, it was not easy for you to travel and go book a hotel to sleep, whether for business or for leisure, which is something that it had quite a number of stocks that are in that space, traveling and leisure. Now, you know that Sun International, or one of the stocks that I personally own in this industry, it's Sun International, who did feel the heat during the pandemic, and they end up raising money during that year to make sure that at least they get their balance sheet to be strong, because like I said, there was no activities, especially in the hotel space. But they've got this gaming segment, which, by the way, it is their biggest, or it generates 77% of their total income. They still manage to generate some revenues because people are gambling, man. People out there are doing slots on the phones. I've seen quite a number of people trying luck, playing slots, and this is the business that obviously made companies like Sun International to continue doing well. Yes, hotels were closed, but people were just making money on their smartphones, which continues generating some revenue during the pandemic. Now, the reason why I'm talking about traveling and leisure industry, Sun International and all that, is that Easy Equities just posted a blog yesterday indicating or revealing very important news to those that are investing into stocks or companies that are listed in the Johannesburg Stock Exchange, which they indicated that the gambling market in Africa is expected to reach $11 billion by 2032, which is something that shows that those companies that are in the gambling market, these are the companies like your Sun International, the companies like Gold Rush, the companies like Super Group. These companies are going to continue doing well because this market continues to grow. Quite a number of people are gambling. I mean, it was indicated, or under this Easy Equities blog they released yesterday, they highlighted some of the most important key things as to the kind of growth that we are seeing into this gambling market, especially even in South Africa, where they indicated that South Africans spent 1.1 trillion rands in the local gambling industry between April 2023 to March 2024. This shows you that South Africans are really gambling, guys. It is for this reason that we are seeing 1.1 trillion being spent, or which was spent by the South Africans going in the, of course, gambling space or gambling market and trying their luck to generate money, which is something that obviously it just shows you the potential that is in this gambling market. And knowing that, personally, I already own the companies like Sun International, who is in this also segment. Like I said, the gambling or the gaming market or segment for Sun International generates 77% of Sun International's total revenues, which shows you that it is a very big market, and the more it grows, the more companies like Sun International will do very well. I mean, companies like Betway have seen 51.2% growth driven by sports and horse racing, which is something that shows you that people are going out there and playing these things. And this company Betway, it's owned by Super Group. So again, this just shows you that companies in this in the gaming space are set to do very well. So gambling is expected to grow to over $11 billion by 2032, which shows you the opportunity to say that companies that are listed in the Johannesburg Stock Exchange under this segment are going to do very well. I mean, if I'm to give you these companies that you can go and have a look, you've got Super Group, which apparently is the owner of Betway. Then you've got Gold Rush, you've got Sun International. These are some of the companies that are, of course, going to continue doing well as this market continues growing. I think there is also Tsohosan Gaming. Those companies will continue doing well as this market grows, which offers opportunities, or it is showing to us that there is money to be made into these companies, which is why I own companies like Sun International, because I know as this market grows, we are going to see those companies continue growing. Sun International, I also like their properties. You know that they announced recently that they are acquiring the company by the name of Piedmont Group, which is the owner of your Emperor's Palace, which is one of the destinations that if you're in South Africa, especially in Johannesburg or Gauteng, you will know that place very well. And to know that Sun International is acquiring that, it will open so many doors for Sun International in terms of gambling and also the hotel space or the hotel segment, right? Which is great, which is always amazing. So there are opportunities that you can get, and thank Easy Equities to sharing for sharing this kind of an article, because right now I know where I need to also beef up when it comes to my portfolio, because with this money or this over $11 billion market, because with this gambling market expected to grow or to reach $11 billion by 2032, it shows that companies like Sun International are expected to do very well or will continue doing very well, which is something that is great, something that is exciting. I mean, Sun International, if I'm to dive in a bit, you know that because of the pandemic, companies in the traveling and leisure industry were the most that were seriously hit by the pandemic, and therefore recovering to some of the companies have not even recovered back to the kind of revenues they were generating pre-COVID, right? But majority of the companies in this space or in the traveling and leisure space globally, they have recovered, and Sun International is generating or even generating more revenues than the revenues they were generating before the pandemic. And therefore it is for that reason that I continue being or investing into this company, because I know it is just set for greatness. So Easy Equities, thanks for sharing. By the way, these blogs that Easy Equities share, you can find them if you scroll down on your app. Just when you open your app, you'll notice that there's a section called blogs. That's what they give to investors to help them, of course, make precise decision, to help them at least have some sort of direction on where they can go invest and put money, which is always good to read this article that comes or published by Easy Equities, which is great and exciting. So yeah, man, thought I'd give you this quick update. Tell me what you think about this. Are you investing into traveling and leisure space, or where these companies, are you having companies that are in this gambling space? Because it is expected to do very well. It is expected to grow to $11 billion by 2032, which is great. And I hope you are one of the investors that will be getting the benefits or reaping the benefits of owning this company by then. I think right now is just time to accumulate, time to add these companies into our portfolios. But again, these are just my opinions. I'm not saying do this. What you do with your money, it's up to you. You decide. But personally, me, I'm going to go out there and make sure that I add some of these companies, or I beef up my Sun International, because I know as this market grows, Sun International is also going to grow. So do your own DD. It's always important. Don't forget to like, subscribe, because also I've been giving you videos on a daily basis, because yeah, I just thought maybe before I go back to my 9 to 5, which I'm going on Monday, I give you these videos, or I try to post videos every day, which yeah, I appreciate those that have been subscribing. Give the videos I post a thumbs up. Yeah, it gives me, or it motivates me to continue giving you more content. Otherwise, I'll see you on my next video, and God bless you all.